Good afternoon. Welcome to Saturday afternoon. It is time for Spirit Island Saturday, the new time slot that will now be going forward our permanent as anything is time slot, which is 2 o'clock Eastern slash some number UTC. Seamus, what's that number?
It's now 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And are you still on summertime or do you do summertime?
We're on summertime until the last weekend of October.
Right. So that night there might be a weird overlap because American DST is weird. Thanks, George Bush.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, Canada matched it because we follow the US in those things. We're going to play some Spirit Island here today. And we have a Seamus. Hope you're feeling well, Seamus. Would you like your video? We didn't set up videos, but I can video you.
It's there if you want to.
Let's do that. Well,
maybe see my ugly mug.
Do you want to do the spiel while I arrange the camera on you?
Spiel. I have spiel. Handelabra. Blah, 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 blah.
Start. 10 out of 10.
Handelabra believes in civil rights for everybody and being as inclusive as possible. So any activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated.
Excellent.
Aeons End, Bot the Night, One Day Dungeons sells the multiverse and Spirit Island are currently available for iOS, Android, and PC back in Linux via Steam, and as always via good old analog carbon link. You can get these games and more info at handelabra.com. I need to update that because some of them are now on Switch.
Yeah, One Day Dungeon on Switch is a thing. And yeah, anyone watching who is having issues with Sentinel's multiplayer on mobile, that is getting updated today with a fix. So there you go.
Hot fix.
Hot. The fix is hot. The fix is in. All right. So one of the new features we've added into this beta build is changing your icon and customizing your thing. Similar to Sentinels, your little player tag can have a different picture. Maybe I'll be disease. I don't know what you've chosen, but
You'll find out.
I'll be the orange disease. That seems good. And we're still gonna be iterating on exactly how that looks and all the options for the pictures. But yeah, lets you customize your little multiplayer identity. And I have started a game, so feel free to join. We have a question mark from Logic Dolphin.
I have the wild symbol.
Oh.
You don't look like an orange disease. You look like a green and then a green.
Oh, well, so there might be bugs. As long as you can see something, that's fine. I see Samus has the water icon. So maybe that. Yeah. So there's probably still some bugs related to that because it's just like something I've been throwing together and not quite finished yet.
Yeah. I mean, Seamus lines up with mine, but yeah, John's is not an orange disease.
Yeah. Hey, Hankroyd. Yes, we are online at a reasonable time for you. What do we want to play? Any thoughts? Besides,
it looks
Spirit
like
Island?
we have the perfect spirits right now.
Are they perfect?
They're perfect.
Okay. What's our adversary / scenario thoughts?
Nom
Ward the Shores? I don't know if that's going to work in multiplayer. We can try it. Haven't tried it. We did Blitz last time, right?
We did Blitz on England 6.
That's
That
right.
was terrible.
Do you want to try that again?
No!
Do you want to try Blitz on something else 6?
Oh my gosh.
We don't have to play super hard. We
could do the warm-up game.
We'll do a warm-up game.
Warm-up games we can feel good about ourselves, and then the terrible difficulty 19,000 million game to make John happy.
Sure. How about Brandenburg, Prussia
Okay.
4 with no scenario. And then we'll play a weird game after that if we have time. Seem good?
Works for me.
Okay. And no special
Yeah,
options. And now when we press ready, it's not a weird gray square or green square. It's a nice little green glow.
Yeah, it looked pretty nice.
And Seamus is adding, I'm going to change my background to the deluxe edition background. Because I'm deluxe. And it feels like I'm at a diner. Oh, and I think I have the music turned off. Yes. That is a true fact. Probably from multiplayer testing. I am the earliest adopter, it's true. All right, so we should have no problem doing simultaneous growth. None of us affect the island more than placing presents, so.
With that attitude.
Yes, with that attitude. My attitude is accurate. I'm River. I haven't played... it's always one of you two playing River, I think. I haven't played River on stream for a long time. Should I play a weird River and go major power turn 1?
I don't want to play River.
Let's do the game where we do major powers replacing our starter hands.
That was a fun game. I mean, it's very tough for River because River doesn't have a gain energy option that really helps with that, like some spirits do.
I think I'm gonna go into board D and steal some Dahan and gain a major. You know, the standard shadows, I guess.
Seems good. Mountains, you say?
Are you going to be swallowing an A3? Seamus?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll steal those Dahan then.
Excellent.
I'm just thinking about where I want to go. I'm pretty far away from Ocean's board right now.
I also don't really have any ways of dealing with the ravages currently, pending the major.
My usual ways. Just going to get set up on my board and then branch out from there later. And play a typical starting turn. Or I could get you 3 energy with Boon of Vigor if you want. Because you playing 3 cards this turn. That might be better.
Who's played 3 cards this turn?
Oh, interesting, because even if I forget calling midnight streams, it still counts towards Boon.
Yep. Bringer will be playing 3, assuming you play the major. So
that means that Frenzy's infinite, where he keeps playing powers for days, would make Boon of Vigor regain infinite energy.
Yeah. Hey, look, our voting icons have our pictures, except for dolphins because of it didn't show up. We'll get there.
So we're no longer going to have initial spelling out words.
No. We can still remember the good days of FML, though. All right, I'll wait to boon you until you're done with your thing, so you get 1 more energy.
All right.
Yeah, because you'll have enough energy to choose almost any power.
Talons of lightning, fire and flood.
Think of how many invaders you could destroy.
And also unlock the gates.
Ooh.
Do I take Unlock the Gates?
So many majors. I mean, your
One for
pictures,
Rust is
your pictures
actually
on it.
fairly good elements.
Unlock the Gates is the best elements. You cannot deny the elements of Unlock the Gates. It could only be better if it had 2 of each on it.
Getting it on turn 1 should be good, right?
I think it's great, not just good. It actually has the art, like, it has the original art of Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, but they decided to change the direction, but they kept this picture for this card. Fun fact.
So I realized I forgot to use my Spirits May Yet Dream and Night Terrors, but because I played Unlock the Gates, it didn't matter.
No matter. Have some energy.
Right, so I don't have the threshold on this, so it's just going to be a fear card. The fear card is, each player removes an explorer town from a land with sacred sites.
Cool.
I have 7 energy. I'm gonna unlock the gates on myself.
Yeah, do it.
Well, those are powers. Range 0 city. It does remove.
Is that Manifest Incarnation?
Yes.
So good. And yeah, very good for Bringer because you can actually get rid of stuff. And generate a pile of fear.
Yeah. And it has elements. None of the powers I got have helped with the mountain stuff, so y'all have fun.
Yeah, it's just a couple blight. I can take care of the ones on my board. So. Oh yes, please enter the wetlands. I welcome you. All right. Yeah, your mountains are your own problem there, Dolphin. I will take care of the ones on my board. I guess I could let the one in the back corner blight, which helps me clear out a wetland here, potentially.
If you let D3 build, I can use Manifest there.
Sure.
No,
I was
can't
going to
reach
push
there
them.
unless I grow.
I
Well, I
was going
guess
to
they don't have
push
to
them,
stand by.
but if you want to go there.
But yeah, I mean, putting them in the ocean is probably better.
Yeah, that's
the
my
only
thought.
wetland that's going to have all 3 invader types next turn slow phase, so.
Well, oh yeah, that's true. I mean, the other ones will still have invaders, just also blight because they ravaged there.
Right.
Spirit Island Saturday, yeah, Take Walker is now at 2 p.m. Eastern. Permanent schedule change. All right, so I'm going to spare the blight here. And I'm fine to wash away from D3 for you, Seamus, unless you wanted them to build there.
Nope.
Okay.
Nom-noms are appreciated.
Then they don't build there. And D1 I'll take care of next slow phase. Looks like someone is using a power. Oh, you're not using it, so you have to click finish.
Oh, okay.
That's something we can probably adjust a little. Doesn't come up a lot, but it does come up.
Let's see. I'm gonna gain a power. Gotta save the energy for a manifest if I'm gonna use it, which I may or may not. I guess. Oh, but I will be using probably predatory nightmares, and that pushes something. So I will just gain a minor. Land of Haunts and Embers.
Yeah, I think I'll get a minor power as well.
You like Blight, right, John? So
Yep.
I could put Blight in C7 and
Blight.
not move the city so that
Blight
then they
away.
cascade. Defend 4. It's not
So
actually
I have
enough.
C3 covered.
Okay, that's good. Oh, you also got... Wait. How do you have C3 covered? You only have Defend 4.
I have defend 6 with razor sharp growth.
You're not there?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not there. Damn it.
Would you like to be there? I can give you +3 range.
Sure.
It would destroy a Dahan, but that's probably okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be this.
And I'm going to get into A5, I think.
I'm definitely playing Predatory Nightmares. Probably playing Dread Apparitions.
Zyro, yes, this is multiplayer version of Spirit Island. Take water. John is water. I am ocean, and Logic is bring out dreams and nightmares.
Water, aka river. Yeah, JR, this is in development. This is a private beta version. And we are continuing to improve it. And the plan is for it to come to multiplayer public beta on Steam at some point. And eventually, of course, to production and release. Someone is moving presents.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to think what what if I'm gonna defend D8 or push them out, or if I should stop a build and let D8 ravage.
I'm just gonna let it blight, but up to you.
Yeah, it's an empty land. I could stop the C8 build. In which case, I'll turn. Wait. Yeah, then I'll have Dread Apparitions next turn.
I could make you do manifest fast at range 3 instead of for C3 instead of Seamus defending it.
Well, it would give less fear because I don't have presence in the land.
It's still 6. But sure.
Yeah. Remove an
Well,
explorer
actually,
town
it's
from
8.
Sacred site. Okay, because the fear card is a sacred site thing. I'm gonna make a sacred site. Assuming we get the fear card. So if I play this.
Oh yeah, I don't know that we. Yeah, I guess if we get the fear card, that stops a build for me too, doesn't
2
it?
fear. Hand of Haunts is 2 fear. So that's 9 fear and 9. It also included Night Terrors. Grasping Tide is 2 fear, so we're at 11 fear right now. We can get enough if I use Land of Ponts and Embers on Land with Blight.
Yeah, like you can use it on C5.
Are there enough Sacred Sites? Oh yeah, that would actually stop 2 builds.
Yeah, D1 and A5 stops 2 builds from the fear card, so
fairly important. Are we fine with the Cascade in C5 then?
I'm fine.
I could put it in the C4. You know, because C4, blow up
Yeah.
C4.
It's exploding.
Okay, that works. Then I can Predatory Nightmares in C8 instead.
Cool.
So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate? Are you finished playing cards,
Finish
Seamus?
playing cards.
Right.
All right, I will give a Sky Stretches to Seamus.
Thank you. Okay, that appears to have changed. So all the coastal lands are showing red for me when I try and play a card.
Because I
That's
currently
'cause-
targeted
yeah.
C5.
It's because Dolphin is in the middle of something.
But do you guys not see a vote right now?
Nope.
No.
Uh-oh.
Is it asking for a vote for...
Click a land to vote to Cascade Blight to that land.
Ah. It should not be doing that. Let's file a bug report.
All right, wonderful. 24 minutes in, time to switch to screen share.
Actually, I think, well, we could just start a new game. We're barely into this one. You can, if you want to file it, Dolphin, I don't think it needs to, I don't think we need to file it, just you. Just say that Haunts and Embers is asking for a vote when it shouldn't be. And I mean, it can be a vote.
It should be my decision.
Well, it should either be your decision or it should it should require everyone to be available. So like basically how it should work is if something can affect the entire island, which adding Blight, I guess, potentially could, when you use the power, it should make sure that it tells the game that like everyone is involved in this power and not just you. Does that make sense? Because right now it's asking for a vote, but like my game and Seamus's game don't know about that, and so we can't choose.
Right.
Because you basically,
It's a shame.
generally use your powers locally, and then it sends up. So if there's a vote, it gets stuck. So that's why we have the beta test, to find these things. I believe this shouldn't be a vote. It should only be a vote if it could flip the Blight card. So like if you're cascading, you should be the one who just decides to cascade. I think the problem is that this card needs to say like, when I'm cascading, it's Dolphin's choice, not a group choice in this case. If it was possible to Blight the island with this, then it would require a vote, but it's not. So that's the bug. I guess we haven't mostly intentionally cascaded with Haunts and Embers or other cards. Which is why we haven't run into this yet.
Because we're also Blight passive.
Yeah.
All right, so we have to start a new game then?
I guess actually you could go menu button sync with leader, right? Because I'm the leader and I haven't seen you use it, and that should be okay. Then you just don't use the power there.
Okay. Oh yeah, now I'm back here. Okay, so
I have that button in there as like a workaround while we don't have undo if there's bugs like that.
Well, now the entire board is red.
Right.
and I can't actually use powers.
Because it's still it didn't clear the lockout for that. Interesting. I guess then we're probably just starting a new game then. That's kind of
All the spirits are red. All the lands are
yeah.
red.
Well, that's funny that all the spirits are red, but yeah, well, it's because you are red on like you have a lock set on like. It's interesting. It locked you and like all the island, but it should be just it's locking too much, but also not enough. Yeah. Let's just start a new game. We were one turn in. That's fine. We'll just set up the same thing.
Oh yeah, we didn't even see the event card. That's right.
Yeah,
I
it was.
thought we were like 2 turns in.
It was very soon.
Well, it's turn 2, but
Yeah. Prussia 4.
do I have an icon yet? Oh, you have disease now.
You do have your icon wilds, yeah. So just a lag in that
Weird.
updating. I'm gonna put Seamus over there as he was. I
Am
think
I doing the same spirit? Just start over again? Ground zero?
that seems fine. Sound good to you,
All right.
Seamus? Or do you want to switch it up?
I'll switch.
All right.
Well, if he's switching it up, I'm going to go with my original spirit then.
All right.
I am
Well, that-
very much a believer of,
That
this
was
is what the fates ordained.
just so you know, that was a spirit that was assigned to me, and I changed.
Oh, well,
Ha ha ha! And is it
now,
mounted?
now I'm a believer that John has ordained mayhem.
I am ordained.
Okay.
It's wetlands. I love it. Good river start. I'm just going to do the exact same start as last time. Except maybe not Boon of Vigor. River's Bounty instead, so I get the energy for next turn.
So, Mantle of Dread.
And
So,
Dahan.
if Ocean goes into board D, I could put Mantle of Dread on River and can... Oh, but I guess you could... Yeah, you can push on
I've already
D1.
got that. So
Yeah, but I also got nothing. Well, I guess I
Well-
could
go into B1.
B1. If I go in B1 and I push into the ocean. Oh, no, it's not ocean. Never mind. Damn it. Not ocean.
Yeah, the snake is in the ocean now.
Sorry, I'm as laggy as the icons are.
Just
I've not
some
gotten the
brain
information
lag.
that it's a different spirit.
That's all right.
Let's start over again. Hi, I'm Logic Dolphin, and I'm paying attention to what the game is.
See you later, Take Walker.
Okay, so there's no pushing into oceans this game.
All right,
Gotcha.
take. Am I okay to absorb somebody?
Sure, I've got a D2 presence doing nothing. It was just there to get me to D1.
If you didn't play Wash Away, but you played if you played Boon instead, then you would be able to hit your second level innate. I don't know why I'm backseating you, but I am.
I want to play Wash Away, so I'm playing it.
Fine. Play Wash Away. Gosh. I have no idea. Like, I guess I'm just so used to River that I'm thinking about River more than I'm thinking about my own spirit.
I think it's more valuable to affect 2 lands right now than to affect 1.
I think it's more valuable for your face to affect 2 lands.
It does. Then I have to wipe the screen off because I smashed my face into it. It's all greasy.
I'm just thinking about where I'm. So I'm probably doing energy growth. I know I'm like the last one here. I'm just trying to think about what my actions are going to be.
He is the last of us.
Definitely favors called do. If I do that. Oh, I can gather 4 into B6. Then it could be Crops Withered. And then next turn it could be Concealing Shadowed. Fun. Okay.
Are you stealing my Dahan from B8?
Yes, that was involved in the plan.
Can I have one of them?
No.
Don't like that. It's a race.
That screws up everything.
It's gonna be a race.
Does that screw up your plans? Or,
It's not a
how are you
big
dealing
screw
with
up,
D3?
but D3 is making Dahan there. But if you want the Dahan, that's okay, I guess.
Well, I just need 3 Dahan and B6 to kill the stuff, but 4 Dahan enables 3 Fear.
All right.
Actually, that's weird. I don't need Crops Wither for that then. Wait, would it help? Okay. You're putting Dahan in D3. Is your hope, and they're building a city? I could turn that city into a town.
Sure, if you like. I'm probably going to just look and see if I get a defend card next turn. If I do, great. If not, it's still the Dahan punch back. So
like you could do... I'm not going to backseat you. I just said I don't want to backseat you.
it's not backseating, it's coordinating.
But like if I turn the city into a town, you could wash away all 3 stuff in there and you could do massive flooding in D1. And that way both of your stuff is dealt with.
Sure. So you still need Dahan there to do that then?
It needs 1 Dahan, but you want 2 because of energy. So yeah, we'll just not get the Fear in B6. But if you only take 1 Dahan out of B8, I can still get enough in B6 so that they don't die in the Ravage. Or that everything dies in the Ravage, rather.
Right. I mean, if we don't want to make a new Dahan, I could just pull one from D2 instead. That seems like an acceptable compromise. We just don't make a baby. I don't get my
it's
energy
3 fear
either.
versus 1 energy and 1 Dahan.
Yeah.
So whichever you value more, it's your call.
We can see what happens in the slow phase when we get there. I choose fire. Oh, I guess, did that give me an energy? That was the energy I needed, so then I don't need energy now. Seamus gave me energy. So we can go with...
boy, Seamus.
We can go with the original plan. Well, semi-original plan. Crops Wither in D3 with the 1 Dahan instead of 2.
Yeah.
All right, so I will bring that 1 Dahan. And then I need you to do your thing first. And they're building the sands, so D2 is where the party's going to be at.
Party in D2.
Snakes better get in there and smash things. I'm sure you've got other things to deal with. But it is a target-rich environment. All right. Sands.
I'm not hitting my second tier innate this turn, but I can still gather an explorer out from somewhere. So, preference between D4 and A7.
I can flash flood either one of them, so it doesn't matter.
Guess
Whichever one.
if Seamus is Aegising in like A5, then everything is covered next to that. Unless he's Aegising this turn.
I am agenting. I am agenting A1 to cover A2 and A5.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can stop either one of those builds with flash floods. That's what I'm going to do. So.
Okay.
Right now, I can easily just do it in D4. So that's what I will probably do. I don't have to worry about where my presence goes in that case.
So I'll gather out of A7 then. Where do I want my next sacred site to go, basically? Who wants more support? Might just go in A7.
So, who wants to either play an extra power card or gain an inner mana power card and play it? Paying its cost.
Which one gives Moon?
Gift of Primordial Deeps.
Oh, but it doesn't give me fire, and I need both.
You can get
I
moon
mean-
or fire.
Yeah. I need to take my energy route, so I'm not actually.
I would take the
gaining a minor
yeah.
power. So
I
if
can't. I won't
gain
have
the
another
minor
card.
power,
So.
I could potentially hit the threshold.
Yep, it's not bad.
I'll go here.
I think I'm gonna go down there anyway. Classic river opening. Well, we can see what you get for your power.
Sure.
Before we do anything else.
None of these give moon and fire.
Womp womp.
However, gift of power.
That could give moon and fire, but not right now.
But not immediately. I go with gift of power here.
Back card.
Would you like
Do you want me
3
to gather and
energy?
explore into your land, Seamus? Do you want me, like B7, I can gather from A7. There's no, like, I don't know if he should go in the land of Blight is the thing. I'm just gonna give it to, yeah, it's gonna go in B7. You have a Fred now, Seamus.
I will question soon.
Time for an event. The first one of the day.
Ending the event.
Ooh. Seeking the
Oh yeah, we
interior.
don't actually get the stage
Doesn't-
1 events because
Oh.
of Brandenburg Prussia.
Oh yeah, that's true because it's stage 2 now.
Also, this is slightly awkward.
The single land with the most invaders, is that B5?
It's D2.
D.
D2.
Oh yeah. And push 2 Dahan from a land with Dahan to a land without, and Beast Prowl. Yeah, we're just gonna get a Blight in D1 or D3. D1 kills the town.
D1 already has an Explorer, so D1's blighting.
Yeah. We can
So
put the
if the explorer goes in D3, D3 doesn't blade.
yeah, explorer D3, a town D1. The town still dies, right? That's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah.
which it wouldn't in D3 as well. So, wow, fun votes. They're so colorful.
Why is this a vote?
Can you vote for going to D1, Seamus? Seamus?
I
You
thought
there?
nobody had that vote.
You're in D5.
It's showing you voting for D5.
Okay.
All right, we'll
Does
do
it
D5.
show me?
Click. That worked. This probably shouldn't be a vote. And okay, we'll go D4 then.
Wait, I already have. It's letting me queue up the votes faster than you guys are getting them, and then not letting them go through.
It worked. You don't get to queue up multiple votes. I'm not sure if that's what you thought you were doing.
That's what it was letting me do.
I think maybe that's what you thought it was doing, but that's not what it's doing.
Maybe it was a bug.
Could be.
Like, if it's lag, it's probably looking like it's queuing up multiple votes. Okay.
Atahan
That's the only land with
Brand.
blade.
May as well go to the sands.
No extra damage, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Cities everywhere.
Why? You just did a Buzz Lightyear. Cities everywhere.
Ooh, double
Oh, boy.
sands. Exciting Prussia time.
So I'm not saying that you need to reclaim Elemental Aegis, but I think you should reclaim Elemental Aegis.
Odd. I was thinking the exact same thing.
All right, I have
Well,
a Gift
I
of
mean-
Power and a Mantle of Dread, which
I can clear
I'm
at
probably
A4,
putting
which is
on
one of the
myself.
places you would use Aegis on, so I don't know how valuable Aegis is in that case.
Well, what about D7? I mean, it doesn't defend D7 by itself, but another
Yeah.
minor power could.
Aegis for D7 doesn't work, right? So that's gain a power, and hopefully it works. Whereas
But it
massive,
could supplement Aegis, you know, if it's like defend 4 plus defend 3.
potentially.
I apologize for the lawnmower outside my window. I'll be muting.
It makes you sound like you're talking through a fan. Yeah, I guess if you're planning to Aegis Seamus, then I could use Massive Flooding in D7 to reduce that
Yep.
to just the city if we want.
That works.
Or I could use it to stop a build in D5, which seems like it might be more important. Yeah,
Would
I
you
think
like a minor power, John, or would Seamus like one? Seamus always potentially gains a power, though.
yeah, I am
and I'm
reclaiming,
gaining
so
one with time.
either way.
I will be reclaiming as well.
Yeah, I am. We all are.
I will
All
happily
of
take
us.
minor power.
I'll be happy. Yeah,
Give me more
take your
options.
pick. Doesn't really super matter.
I'm clicking myself. Ooh. That's my favorite card.
Oh, I don't have a sacred site next to D5 anymore. Turns out. That's annoying. I guess it's this then. Friends? Friends. Babies. Not too many places where entrancing apparitions works. Guess it works for B7. But also, it doesn't have the elements I want, does it? I can stuff to build an A6.
So again, I ask, does somebody want to play an extra card or gain a minor power and then play it?
I would like an extra play. Or, yeah, extra play. That would be very helpful.
Okay, so gift of flying power for Lude. Logic.
I'm doing this for B3. And then I have to play 2 cards with fire on them. None. It's either going to be Crops Wither or Inflame. But if I don't play Inflame this turn, and I play it next turn, I'll actually hit the threshold on it. So I guess it's Crops Wither.
All good for cards? Okay. All right, stop some builds.
And Lude, there you go.
Logic.
Logic.
Unfortunately, this doesn't stop either build in B7 or B5. But it's going to be 2 fear.
2 fears, 2 fear.
Because the gather is forced.
An event. +1 health explorers. And Beast's Prowl. May as well send him in to where the people are. Free to Han. Is this on each board? Yeah.
E is forced. It was all forced.
A6 was an option.
Postal.
Well, too bad I killed that coastal mountain guy. Oh well. If we... Oh, you only have 2 to Han there. It's close to cleaning out B3, but not quite.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Could make it easier to deal with, I guess. Seems good. So I'm going to click that.
Yeah, I think it still makes sense. Because there's not really many places where it would matter.
Does anybody have a preference for D1, B1, or B2?
Yeah, B1's ravaging next, so... Or B2, sorry. Otherwise, pretty equivalent. Another fear card. I vote city.
Yeah, they'll replace the city, but I mean, it's the same, but more fear. Actually, if I replace the city with a town, it retains its damage, right?
Yes.
So I could have actually, if we had done 2 damage on the city, and then I converted it to a town, it would have been destroyed.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
Too late.
Brandenburg Prussia escalates to add a town to a land without town. D2 seems fine up here. An inland land?
Do you want it in the mountains where they're...
Yeah, they're gonna...
Wait,
Where it's going to die next turn in the Ravage.
is it going to be defended?
Yes, it is.
Oh, because you have encompassing ward?
Yes, I do.
But, and you're gonna
Sorry,
put
no,
presents
because I have
there?
No, because I will have Elemental Aegis next turn.
But, like, there's nothing happening over there. I stopped the builds on those lands.
Well, they're
That-
going to explore still.
Right. But they're ravaged next turn, and those 2 mountains is nothing right now, right? So it'd be aegising for 1 single mountain.
Well, the next turn, the...
I guess there's the
Aegis will be
sands as
Sands
well.
and Mountain.
Right. That's fair. Yeah, I guess if you're
Yeah, if we
aegising
do
in
it-
that area again, then sure.
Yeah, A7 would be better because then the Explorer dies in A6 and they don't build.
Right.
Here...
B5 maybe, or B8.
I'd probably say B8.
Ready for some cascades next turn? Yeah.
Alright, so there's a Mantle of Dread. I was gonna use it on myself in B5, but maybe doing it in B7 would be better, unless Seamus has enough... Oh, Seamus doesn't have enough damage.
That would help deal with that.
You want the Mantle of Dread, Seamus, for B7?
B7? Sure.
All right.
Where should I push them into?
Wherever is not bad. I don't have a preference. Probably not B5.
One of the jungles, probably.
Form the party in B8. And then I have a Crops Wither. Unfortunately... Oh, if I use it in A7, we don't need Aegis for A7 then. Which is interesting. Does the Aegis do that much? Like, A4 is blighting for sure, right? Because it's 7 damage, unless there's a little more defend that can go that way.
Yeah, I could massive flooding that land.
So if you massive flooding that... Oh, but yeah, it still needs the defend. Okay,
It
yeah.
still would
so...
need some defend, but not as much. Because it would only
I
have
guess I could just Crops Wither
a
in my
city
own
in it
way.
only.
Actually, if I do that, I can stop a blight. Okay.
Yeah, I'll massive flooding there, and then Aegis covers those 2 lands. Or something else can defend, so... There's all the places on my boards that are bad, but that's fine.
I don't have a plan for B3 yet, but I will probably gain a minor, and if it defends, I can reach it because I'm shadows.
I am the knight. Have some Dahan from over there. Make more Dahan here. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can gain a defend card. That would be nice. Or a blight removal. That would work too. Stop a cascade over here on my side. Well, slow phase. Quicken the earth struggles, but I don't have a sacred site that's being attacked. Would anyone be helped by Spur On with Words of Fire?
Success! I have a snack line across the entire island. An unbroken snack line.
Nice.
Nice.
With
If
Spur
I
On,
play another card, I can hit Threshold again.
yeah, and playing Lure is also very good, so I will spur you on with Words of Fire. Probably, maybe. Let's see. I probably need to take the energy track now. Yeah.
Okay, so I can then stop the build in B7 and stop the blight in B5. I don't have defense for B3.
Who wants to either play another power card by paying its cost, or gain a minor power and play it?
If I could hit my final threshold, but
I think
I don't
we
think
should
that
gain a
would be
power to
much.
try. Like, if I can get a defend card that potentially stops the cascade over on board D here, so that would be handy.
Sure. Yeah.
I think I need my sacred site up here back because that's been a real problem. That mountain D5 is going to be a real problem soon. Choose a card.
It's not even soon. It is a real problem.
No, it's going to be more of a real problem when there's nowhere it can cascade to. It's not a regular cascade. It's not a real problem. It's an okay problem. I have energy, I suppose. I have to pay for the gift, so I should make sure to save an energy. Actually, so River's Bounty it is. Cool. All right, maybe we'll do the gift of Primordial first. If land is jungle sands, instead defend 4. Is that enough? Nope. Are you playing to Aegis in A5, Seamus?
I had been intending to,
Okay.
because that's preventing a cascade from A4.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the options. I could drift down B3 if we don't have a plan for B3,
I don't have a plan for B3.
which stops one of the cascades on the map. So that seems fine. Pending the event. And Spur On is going to Dolphin, I think. Unless... Actually, well, would having those elements of flowing power be useful for you, Seamus? Because I could, and if you want to play it, because I could spur you on to then gift a flowing power to Dolphin.
Not really.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't need the elements, then it's not worth playing the card, right? So, probably. I guess there's an event that might want elements. That could happen. So I'll just go directly to Dolphin. Direct to Dolphin.
Go
in your
directly
living
to
room.
Dolphin. Do not pass go.
Do not pass
collect
Seamus.
$200. Okay. So
And now you have almost super innate. That's fun.
yeah. So I was saying if I had gotten
Yeah.
Give the Primordial Deeps, it would have been funny. But I'm not using it in lands that have buildings, I'm fairly sure, because
I mean,
can
that would have
stop the
stopped.
blatant B5 and stop the build
Yeah.
in B7, which seems the most useful. So the most limiting is lure. Lure should go, I don't know, put it in land with the Dahan.
Maybe the event will save us. Town cities do plus 3
damage.
Maybe we don't want that. That does.
Yeah, it's really bad for this turn.
I mean, it only affects A4, so it affects
And B3.
Oh, B3 as well now. True. Yeah. So that does cause 2 cascades now. It does
But it
stop
is
them
6
building
fear.
in some mountains. So that's all right, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. And they will come back, but
I would rather make sure that they don't blight. Otherwise, replace a Dahan with a town is fine.
Yeah.
Like, I have Call of the Dahan Way, so I can undo some of that if that happens.
Yeah. I think ignore is fine, and we can try to remember to be ready 3
Okay.
turns from now.
We also have only 2 suns, so it costs us 10 energy, which requires discarding Boon of Vigor, and we all spend all of our energy.
Well, we have encompassing ward to discard, and we have forget fodder too, so
True.
I'm fine with ignore.
All right.
I don't know that we care
How
about the
many
order of
suns
this.
are there in the deck?
Do you want to look? I guess there's only 35 cards.
I don't know if there's math that really makes sense.
I'm just going to click choose for me. Not sun. Replace
There's
with
no
town.
space between it and with.
It with. That's a new word.
It with.
All right. Bug report.
So.
Missionaries
not
arrived.
sands.
Text says.
Actually, it's fine to go in the sands.
No, not
'cause
Twitch.
then
Oh, it is defended.
It's defended, and the Dahan will kill it afterwards.
Yeah, that
The vote icons are for all the Dawn.
I see that. We voted all the Dahan. We lost the
This is
Serenity
absolutely
landscape.
not sands.
Yeah.
Oh man, we were so unlucky.
Well, we can choose A7 here, and they still all die. Also, the voting is hilarious. Voting on
Beasts destroy.
what was the choice? Ignore contact. Highlights our shows. Vote on all Dahan at once. Just silly. It is like it's doing that because they're all the same, but beasties do things that won't really matter. Defend
So it's
6 in
under
all
the top-
lands. No.
Well, that decision was forced. So the event card is under the top 2 cards, so we are 3
Yeah.
turns away from it, or
Yeah.
2 turns away.
So
Or
there's
2 turns away.
2 more cards after User Little Rain, and then Missionaries come back.
Oh, 2 cards. Ah.
All right. Yeah, we probably want to choose a place. I'm just thinking about the blight cards. Is there a choice that removing towns would make a difference? I don't think so.
I mean, the lands that aren't blighting but are counterattacking, maybe. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if the blight card says this or that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an event card that says add a town and a city to a land or something with blight.
Peasant has a suggestion there for reminders for upcoming known information cards, i.e. missionaries.
Yep, we've got
Gave
that
up
on our
presents.
list somewhere. All right, where are we clicking first?
I'm reckoning we do C4 first, because that's why it's giving a choose for me and not automatically doing everything.
I mean, there's more than one cascade. It's not just C4 or D4.
Yeah, this is the Island Blight's turn.
Yeah. It's asking because there's cascades, and there are multiple cascades. We can do D4, that's fine. Where do you want to cascade? Do you want to lose presence, Seamus, or should it go like in D2 or something?
One of us is going to have to lose presence anyway, so I'll take it in B7.
And here are the island blights.
So I'm just fearful that there's an event or a blight card that says add buildings to a land with blight. Isn't there one, or am I mistaken?
Not that I know of. And in any case, there are lands with blight that we could put them in, right? Or we could go to the other lands first. That's fine. Like, resolve those ravages.
Yeah, 4 is definitely one that, if that is a blight
Sure.
card that I'm thinking of, would affect it.
Seamus, click A4.
And B3 as well.
And B3.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Wrong! I don't know. We may as well click the other ones first. A7. Get our fear card. Sure. And that one, because reasons.
Yeah, and then the others are blighting. So do we want the Cascade one to go first, or...
I don't know. Let's click on it.
Okay.
Memory Face of Dust. Classic. Classic Blighted Island card. And this could go into D2. And the rest doesn't matter. We got so much blight to play with Memory Fades to Dust. Go choose for me, Seamus.
All right. We only have 3 Cascades next turn. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And there are places for them to cascade too. So. Sands again. Fun. B4. That's
It's
Dolphins
the only
board,
not
so I'll
sands,
defer.
not mountains.
D2 can have this, I suppose.
Oh wow, I just realized they did sands, mountains,
Yeah.
sands.
It's been a sandy, rocky time. A2, I guess, or unless there's a
Jungle's
better
been
idea.
neglected this entire game. All right, well, Inflame in B3 stops the build and stops the Ravage. So I'm going to do that. So that's easy. Call of Dahan Ways could replace a town.
An energy charm.
Okay.
Favors Call Due puts Dahan in places. I'm reclaiming next turn.
Love to be able to defend these mountains, but this is not a thing I can do. I can try to look for a defend card next turn, though. So I'm just gonna push. I'm gonna push guys out of the mountains on board D, and hope to be able to defend them maybe next turn. We shall see. Of course, I can't push everyone. I think D5 is the worst right now because cascading to A3 seems fine. So. You folks head over there. And I'm just going to stop them building at all. At least have one spot where it won't matter here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, on the upside, I don't need to absorb essence for the rest of the game.
That's why I like getting blight on me as a serpent. Last week I never absorbed. Maybe I absorbed once, I think,
Absorbed once,
and then
you
forgot
forgot
the
it.
Yeah.
It was weird. Why would you do that?
And then intentionally put presents in places I would get destroyed.
Now, if I put Dahan in B2, I don't get the fear, but I can target the land so they don't die, but that seems weird. I guess if I put Dahan in there, I can target the land if I get a defend card that's like range 0. Oh, but I can't actually reach that, never mind. I can't reach it because it doesn't have Dahan in there. Weird!
Yeah, I have a defend 4 that requires Dahan, which is annoying because there's no Dahan in any of the mountains. Just where
There's one Dahan in a mountain.
Yeah, and then no invaders. Gonna take a major next turn, I think, with 5 energy.
Is there any place with Dahan that needs more Dahan?
I've been making Dahan every turn in places where they're not needed, so if you can move them to places where they're needed, that would be great. Is that what you're doing with favors?
Yeah, favors called do, but I can only reach...
Oh, but you can't reach anywhere useful. I guess D4. But there's no Dahan nearby there for some reason. I don't know. You just moved all the Dahan away to that wetland, and now we can't get them back. I think that's what happened.
Whoops.
So just move them like... I guess you could use it using Dahan for an energy to get them somewhere, right? Like if they were in D5, that would be really nice. And you could pull in guys from the surrounding lands. If it's worth an energy, that does...
I can't target it because it doesn't have Dahan.
Oh, and it's gather, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have Dahan Ways? Oh, but that requires Dahan. Yeah. No!
But yeah, I already used it. So...
I don't know then.
I don't know.
Somewhere you get the fear and hopefully bring them closer to where we need them, I think.
I'll just gather into B3. I'll just take 1.
I mean, you could take more because I'm generating them in there, right? Like...
3 more fear, and we get the next terror level.
Cool. Major power.
Range 1 Sacred Site, defend 6. Well, that's not range 1 Sacred Site now, is it?
Poisoned land. Actually might be Unrelenting Growth. Or Grant Hatred. Or Smothering Infestation. All ideas. None of these say defend a mountain, though. So, that's not happening.
Yep.
I'm going to play Unrelenting Growth so I can just keep reclaiming and growing that way.
That makes sense. I like that card a lot.
I'm going to forget Spur On with Words of Fire, I think. Well, actually, no, it doesn't have the elements for that, does it? So, yeah. And I could get the... Well, no, I can't play enough cards to get the kicker on that. Unless I'm absorbed. Are you thinking of absorbing me or absorbing Dolphin? Are you absorbing Seamus? I thought you had played it, but I guess it went back, so. That's fine.
Oh damn, I can't play that card because I didn't put in a Sacred Site.
You could have a Sacred Site with Unrelenting Growth. I know that was John's intention was himself, but
It's true.
can you get a sacred site? Oh yeah, you'd have 2 presents left. Okay.
Actually, could I get that, please, John?
I suppose.
And do we need elemental aegis this turn? It would
It
cover...
would defend D5, right?
Yes, it would, and it would put 3 towards D8, so there would only have to be another 3 to go into there. Somebody can drunk do that.
If you can get Dahan in there, Dolphin, in the fast phase, then I could do that.
I can't get Dahan in there fast.
I could defend 1 in that land at the most.
I don't actually. I mean, my Dahan movement card is only favors call do when it's slow.
Is there anywhere that is needed for Tsunami this turn? All the problem lands are inland.
There is, but it's going to tidy up, do a fair amount of damage into D2.
I mean, that's not really needed right now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, sure, it kills a bunch of invaders that are literally doing nothing. So, it doesn't seem, it's not helping with the sands, and the cascades of all the places.
Okay. In that case, it's Gift of Flowing Power, and somebody gets an extra card play.
No one has plus range, right?
No. Yeah, so your Aegis has defend 3 right now.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Yeah, and you don't have any no one has any fast Dahan movement. So yeah. D8's just gonna cascade. So.
5, 6, 7.
And so is B2.
3, 4, 5.
And then we have, of course, sands to worry about.
I think it can be defended, but very wonkily.
D8?
Yeah.
By Lord of the Unknown?
No. Well, that would help. Certainly, I can move a 10 out of there actually, and that would. I was thinking Aegis plus Absorb Essence makes that be defend 4 instead.
Right.
And
Which
Drift
is
Down defends 1, and Flash Floods defends, or
right.
kills an Explorer. So that's.
Or if you use your
enough.
innate power there to kill 2 explorers. Can you get
It doesn't have. My innate would only gather an Explorer out of there because I can't target that land specifically.
Can you get your top innate and do 3 kill everything? Right?
It needs to have Dahan in there.
Oh, right. We have no... Yeah, lure, you could learn to D7, but then they build there, so that's annoying.
Right.
Yeah, that feels like doing a lot to prevent 1 blight. Well, 2 blight. Then maybe we should be doing, spending that energy on the sands.
Right.
Potentially. It's not good action economy to be like, we're going to use 4 cards to deal with 1 land.
Yeah.
unless it's a critical thing.
As I said, it's a very wonky.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll go back to gift selling power.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to absorb Seamus, like that's also fine if that helps you and that gives an element, so that could be useful.
Okay. Who wants to give up presents?
Yeah, I mean,
can be absorbed. I mean, if I did do Manila Dread and I was absorbed, I would had hit the tie innate. I'm just not sure where it would be the most useful. Because I guess I could
D4.
do 3 damage in D4 to kill a city, but they still rebuild a city there. But still 3 fear for doing that.
Yeah, it makes it more manageable for next turn as well. That's pretty
I
good.
can still lure out of B5 to stop that build. There's a Mantle of Dread, but the problem is that all the places are going to have cities, so Mantle of Dread doesn't solve the sands problem.
Right.
I mean, I like it, but
I mean, it can still stop a build potentially somewhere too. Especially with Unrelenting Growth, we can have presence where we want. So I don't have to play
So
Unrelenting Growth, but thinking about it.
as they don't absorb me right away, but actually it doesn't matter. I think I'm taking. If you take the presence out of B5 with Absorb Essence, that's the best. And then I might just destroy that power off the Blight card. Or I might just forget a power because my powers all suck.
All right.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Just thinking about what I want to do with my other powers. Probably spend less energy here. Get to Han into somewhere where we want them, I think. Because I can go into somewhere and then get to Han there. Seems good. And I don't have to play Boon of Vigor, but I just clicked on it because it was free. Maybe that's not the right choice. Wash Away probably is better. All right, seem good. It is not the missionary turn. Not for another couple turns.
We just had the missionaries, right?
Yeah. It's just feels
Yeah, 'cause
like
I
it
just
happened
did.
ages ago.
That's how these turns feel like. They feel like months and years.
I have no fast powers. They're all in my hand. It's funny.
All right, so I'm gonna lure the
You
explorer.
could,
Up to stop
I would have
my
recommended
build.
absorbing first, Seamus, but
Oh crap! Yes.
it's too late now.
Well, we weren't defending D8, and it's still enough for D5 pending the event.
Pending the
so,
event. They might have +1 damage.
Yeah. Although I also put an explorer into a land that would be bad with +1 damage, which is probably not ideal.
So who am I absorbing?
Me. Logic. I should probably emphasize logic. Take a presence out of B5. And I will take a moon. Oh, actually, I can just take the explorer out.
Pull him back in.
Yeah, I don't want that guy to accidentally cascade.
He's been lured all the way to the other sands. A fear
Where's
card.
the choose for me button?
I can go first. Click on me. There probably should be a choose for me button.
I clicked on you.
Can you click on me, Seamus?
I did.
And I did too.
Let's try clicking on Seamus. This has worked
I
in the
hear sounds,
past.
but I don't see votes.
Yeah, the votes. The visuals weren't showing, but it was working.
When I clicked on you, I just get your spirit board coming up.
Clicking shouldn't do that. Right clicking would do that. You left clicking?
Either click does it.
That's strange. Left click would never do that. Okay. For some reason, this is not working. Yeah, I'm seeing a vote only coming in from Dolphin, not from Seamus. Are you sure you are left clicking?
I left click, the spirit board comes up. I right click, the spirit board comes up.
That's not... Okay. That's not how the game works, so something's going wrong in your computer.
It does say click a spirit to vote, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm seeing the votes are coming in from me and Dolphin, but not from Seamus. Which is, I mean, if your game thinks that you're right-clicking, then it's not gonna. Then of course it's not gonna work. Seamus disconnected.
Yeah, 1 second. What's the game elements?
That's not. What do you mean?
You
What did
didn't-
you? What did you
just-
do? What did you do,
Did you-
Seamus?
You just quit. You didn't like Alt F4, did you? Because you can't
Oh,
rejoin the
no.
game if you do that.
Yeah, if you
Ah.
leave, if you intentionally leave the game, you left the game. You clearly don't want to come back.
So I just want to try and see if I
Okay, well,
went out and went back in again.
you
and
could have
see-
told me what you were going to do. We can switch to screen sharing then.
Yep.
Or at
Oh,
least I can share you the screen because Dolphin can continue on multiplayer.
I will stick with multiplayer.
Okay, hang on a second.
Eee! I just thought of a bonus. I can now steal your mouse.
I'm starting to think that Seamus intentionally sabotaged this.
All right. It is available to connect, Seamus.
I am connecting. Yay! I am accepted.
All right. I will have me control that. Yes? No? Oh, I wonder if it doesn't work here while the vote is happening.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably it. That's a case I didn't test. Reconnect, dialogue, drag and drop does not work if there is a vote to select a spirit happening. That is almost certainly what's going on. I haven't run into this situation before. Well, what I can do is I can exit the game and you won't be able to do it either, even though you become the leader. I think we just get the save file and continue the game.
You reported the bug, right?
I just made a note. I am going to just turn off my screen capture here for a second.
Screwed up the game. Bad Seamus.
All right. You can join on the screen sharing, Dolphin. And
Hopefully my internet tolerates it.
Yeah. I'm just going to get the save file, which I think is going to be, one of these. And make a Trello card. I'll pop it onto a Trello card. I don't know. Second. All right. Multiplayer is in development. Yeah, Peasant SI, that's how it works in our other games, and it's not generally a problem because, I mean, generally you don't have to quit the game to try to do something like that, right? It's because it's in development that Seamus did that. The goal is that you wouldn't have such a problem. So, all right. It is back. I think we are just at the point of using your last power, so go ahead, Dolphin, and do that. All right. I will click on my spirit. Forget a power or destroy a presence. I was thinking of destroying D7 and then cascading into there. Potentially. Well, yeah, that's fine. They're not building there. I could also forget a power, but I can probably play lots of cards next turn, so. As long as I got my sacred sites, right? All right, Seamus,
Sacred site.
click on your serpent.
Okay.
Serpent is very happy with this blight card. Serpent is like, I thought blight cards had negative effects. Thinking about land visibility. So it's either wetlands, jungle, or coastal. 2 out of 3, of which is B1. So
I like
probably
that.
still want to stay close.
Every power you have has moon on it.
Yep, by design.
I mean, you're lucky to have been able to choose that too. So
Yeah. Like, I basically chose this thinking I don't really care for it. So I think I'm just going to forget it.
I love all my power cards equally. I don't care for Here There Be Monsters.
It's fun.
I don't care for Steam Vents. Add Blight to a land with city. Cool. Cool.
Excellent. I think there's only one of those that doesn't cause a cascade.
A2 seems fine. Shall we click it?
Yep.
And allow it. And yeah, do we want cascading or do we want...
Cascade into a cascade seems bad, so...
Yeah, well, back and forth and back and forth. Is this on... It's just on each board, so we can't do... It's not back and forth between here or anything like that, so... I only have 3 presents on the map, so I am not keen on destroying presents, but we are also going to ravage in these places shortly, so that's a thing.
Well, in that case, I will lose 2 presents from board D.
Okay. So we'll just pick something and then click your presences.
Yeah.
You're going to have lots of room now to grow.
I just realized that presences kind of sounds like Golem saying precious. Presences.
And this is B2 now.
Presences.
But
it doesn't... It's not going to be good, though, because of the Ravage and Cascade.
Yeah.
as the result because there's only one valid empty land next to it, and then the next turn will be a triple cascade, so it has to be destroy 2 presents, and I'm very unhappy about it.
All right, click your things.
By the pigeonhole principle, one of them's B8 no matter what.
It's true.
I don't know if it's actually pigeonhole, but
Some sort of principle.
yeah. So
I mean, based on anything else, probably the B5 is the most valuable because I'm in D3 and I can see stuff over there. It's not great generally, but
yeah. On the other hand, my mantle, or not my mantle, my crops wither.
Right, you were going to use that there.
Would, well, not necessarily there, but was a valid land if nothing else. I mean, I could also target a land with Dahan, so I guess I'll just do that.
And we're adding Dahan. I guess Beast maybe destroyed an Explorer somewhere. Cool, good job. Add Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. I think, I don't know, either of these. The one with Blight because of that other event card. Of course, jungle and wetlands, the classic lands we're dealing with this game.
Yeah, right.
A2 on my board.
Okay.
I mean, we are guaranteed that one of A2 or A3 will be dealt with or explored next turn. So
It's true. Unless the fear card says they aren't.
explored does not affect coastal lands. Well,
skip the build. Nice. I'm okay with that. That gives us a slight amount of breathing room.
No Ravage.
We do get the double build next turn, but and add Strife. Okay. This stops some.
Interesting.
Right? Does this stop something up here? Yeah, just strifing this one city stops this.
Yeah.
From cascading, and also, well, here we need to put the other 2.
But it has to be different lands.
Oh, it is in different lands. Right. So that one's just happening. Could also like kill explorers, but it does it's designed to not let you stop builds, I guess, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm gonna click the city up here, which stops a thingy. Next up, Seamus. Oh, hang on a second. I forgot to turn the game back on, and Peasant has just now noticed. I had turned it off. We were streaming a black screen for a while. Cool.
At least someone commented on it.
Yeah.
I feel like if it were my stream, it'd be 30 minutes before someone would say something.
Oh, now someone else said something as well.
Then again, because of my setup these days, I actually do see the stream a little bit.
If you see something, say something.
I used to have a recurring hourly timer on my channel that said, how are my audio levels? Because no one ever told me that the game was too loud or too quiet, or that my audio was, like my mic was too loud or too quiet. Yeah. No one ever commented on that.
Yes, I did. Several times.
I've commented on it before. I definitely know I have.
After there was a command that asked for it, people commented on it. This is my choice.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, if I put the Strife on B3 town, it dies.
That's true.
But I don't know that that's necessary.
It means we don't have to worry about it for 2-3 turns.
It's already dying.
I mean,
it's not that. It's the same result.
They're not building because of the disease, and they're not blighting because of, yeah. So probably just a city somewhere. It's either jungle or wetland or coastal, so I'll hit the land with Dahan because I could potentially do other stuff in there. I can downgrade the city to a town, and then it'll be a town with 1 damage.
Now all the cities look like Freedom Tower.
All right, so it's asking because of this. I'm just gonna click it because I don't think. Oh, no, it's still asking.
Colonel Grimm says, if you see nothing on stream, you should say nothing. Dang it.
Loophole. They went in the wetlands.
They are going to the wetlands, so we should definitely make towns in the wetlands. Probably. I mean, they're not going in mountains. Well, next turn is phase 3, isn't it? So don't love that. Yeah. I guess that they're not building, or they didn't build in the sands. So next turn is a sands and wetlands build, by
So
the way.
it's sort of a stage 3 card right now.
Yeah. But I mean, we've already turned off a lot of the builds, so we can continue doing that potentially.
On my board, A6.
A6. Mountain? Okay.
Yep.
And you only
What's the
have to
mountain?
choose
7?
between 2 things. 7? Yeah.
7.
And I guess-
The Mountain Sands card is gone from the stage 3.
Oh, right. Right. So that's 1 mountain down. Now there is a place where Tsunami can do some real good. All right, I guess we have to take turns now.
I was wondering why everything was flashing.
Everything is flashing. We can do everything. 2 damage. Push. I can kill a city in a place that doesn't matter, but actually I can kill this city. He's strifed, but it stops the build. That seems good. You're probably going to Tsunami next turn A2, I assume, Seamus?
Probably.
Okay, and that's 8 damage, so you can have another Explorer probably in there.
3, 6, 8. Yeah, that'll leave 1 Explorer in there.
Oh, so
Actually,
you
it
don't
would have been to the mountain.
into the mountain? Oh, because you're going to...
A1.
Sure.
I'll get him with the...
If you got the threshold, yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That clears another sand. I can actually clear this wetland from the build as well. Or this wetland.
There is the Mantle of Dread, but yeah, that doesn't stop A5.
It does stop the city, though. That might be the best place for it. Unless there's somewhere else. I also have this to go somewhere where we want Dahan. But they're not ravaging, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, but it means you can get stuff set up for the next Ravage.
Yeah. It means I could save the Dahan out of A2 if we wanted to.
Yep. That's reasonable. Or out of A3.
Yeah, that only destroys 1, but yeah. I can only pull 2 Dahan, though, so.
Well, you could pull 4 Dahan by the time Tsunami goes off.
That's true. The question is, do I want to be in that land? Does that make sense? Versus somewhere else.
On a selfish point of note,
You want
I can only
unrelenting
have
growth?
1 presence at most, and I have 3 presents on the board. and I
All
have to
right.
move a present every turn. Well, don't have to, but I don't know that me having a sacred site. Well, other than it adds.
Also, I'll also point out I'm in the same situation, but I only have 2 presents.
True.
Yeah, but you love you have add presence things, and you love having destroyed presence. What would you get out of it? Yeah, 3 energy a turn. maybe 4 card plays. You got lots of cards.
Yeah, I could get the 4 card plays next turn if I had it, actually.
All
but
right. All right. The squeaky
I don't
wheel
know if 4
gets the
card plays
grease.
is helpful. But yeah, so
Do something cool.
problem is I won't hit this threshold next turn, but yeah, I can't really do much about the wetlands stuff. Actually, with Crops Wither. So if I'm in a wetlands, I can convert stuff. I also could have just done it in that one. Well, I could get 5 card plays next turn. and not much energy. Cool. And now, bam!
All right.
And I still have a dread.
Yeah. So actually, I think Metal Dread is still good in A5 because it stops that interior city, and there's just like one guy that I could kill with elusive ambush or something.
I will be killing that town myself with 7 weeks in anger.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah, and it's the only one that you can do that, so.
forget that. Please say when you're going to take the mouse also.
Yes, I win!
Seamus just likes being Seamus.
Well, I guess we could stop the build in D3 with Mantle of Dread entirely. That's maybe the only place.
Yeah. I can't target lands with Dahan because it's a spirit target. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's D3 only, so I'll wash away somewhere else. Probably this because it's coastal as well. And has Blight.
He says as he throws it into a land with Blight.
That's fine.
I know, it's not doing anything.
And River's Bounty is just going to continue to pile up Dahan in places we don't need them. So here. Or here. I guess here. All right, Seamus, you may wake in power.
Energy for everybody.
Nice. Dread.
I dread the day you come to D3. It's a massive flooding target coming up there. All right. Is anyone gaining a power card?
I am.
Go ahead.
Your gift of flowing power also gives a power card? Or also gives a fire. Okay, if you give me that, if you give me gift of flowing power, I can hit my upper threshold, which stops the build in B5. So, but I do need to get a fire card off this. Well, I found a fire card. And I have to take it. And it's a good one too, I'm not mad about it. And
Oh no, you
range
had to
one.
take Fire in the Sky. So awful.
Yeah, I had to take it. Doesn't really matter if I make a sacred site because I'm probably gonna destroy a presence anyway. So do I want to go somewhere else because this presence is now an awkward spot? But that makes sense. Range 1 growth is also kind of awkward. I'm gonna put myself over here. It seems like this gives me more visibility of way more. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Those two are being played. An air is being played. There's no Ravage, so it's not Concealing Shadows, so it's the other cards. Okay. That's me.
Gaining your power, Seamus.
I think so.
Go ahead.
Well, hello.
There is no Ravage this turn, just so you know.
I know.
All right.
And I need to play Gift of Glowing. Yeah, Gift of Glowing Power.
Yep.
And I need to take an Earth.
And you
So
could
I
gift a
can-
flowing power to yourself to get the elements with Renewing Rain.
Yes, but
I requested it.
okay, that's
If
me
I
down.
don't get it, then... I mean, if I actually... No, if I get it, then I stop the build in B5. Yeah, I still want it. I want it. It's mine. It's my game.
He
Look at
wants
me.
it.
I'm the leader now. I'm the captain now.
All right. I could play 5 cards if one of them is a useless card. That's fun. I guess it's an element for a possible event, which won't be missionaries because that was the previous game. Yeah, that was that a thing? Wait a second. It's this game, right, with the missionaries?
Yes.
The order of these discard piles changed. I'm not sure why. Well,
I believe it next turn. for the
this
missionaries.
square is where missionaries is going to go. So there's that. All right. So it's either 2 presents or 1. I don't know that I can stop a build anymore because there's no Dahan in the places where they're going to build. That matters. So elusive ambushes doesn't really do anything. So yeah, I think it's gaining a card here as well. I guess I could play Unrelenting Growth this turn again. That seems okay. Maybe I can get another card with Sun and Plant on it. Card with Sun or Plant. A card with Plant on it that actually does something this turn is useful, but I'm not going to get... I don't have enough energy. Actually, I could take Energy Track, but no, that doesn't give me more energy, does it? Just doesn't happen. That's fine. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I only have 1 spare energy if I decide to play Unrelenting Growth, so...
What about Sky Stretches? What would that... Would that do anything for me? I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
Like if I
You
did
could-
inflame
You could
fast.
add fast disease somewhere. Stops the city here.
If you
Stops
take
the city
Sky
there.
push on me, I can make tsunami happen in the fast phase.
I don't think that really matters. Does it?
So currently there's going to be a build in A2.
Which tsunami like destroys?
Tsunami destroys, but there'll still be stuff left in A2. If I do it in the fast phase, there'll be nothing in A2 to build.
There's not going to be much though, right? I think it's probably fine.
And the city is strifed, so
Yeah. You could just leave the city alone to destroy itself in the ravage, right?
Okay.
well, the tsunami destroys the Dahan, so not quite.
Oh, sure.
I thought you were moving the Dahan out of there anyway.
That changed a while back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the fast disease is probably worth sky stretches because I don't have a ton of else to play this turn because of the no ravage. So I guess Veil the Night's Hunt might do something somewhere, but I don't think it does a lot. So
I mean, if I inflamed A2 fast, then they don't build anyway. But actually, that would just be a big waste. It's still tsunami.
no, I think stopping a city in B6 or in
Well,
D4.
I can't target B4,
Oh, well.
and
B6 then.
and B6 I'm taking care of with my Darkness Swallows with an extra fire from Seamus.
Oh, okay. Well, if you don't want it, I won't play it. There's that too. Let's go for card plays. So if I take Unrelenting Growth, I actually can get the threshold if I play a 1-cost Sun card in addition to these. So maybe I'll just do that. And go somewhere. Go somewhere, I'll probably destroy the presence, right? That's probably what's going to happen. I don't think any of my powers are going to really care about where that is. Yeah, so is Sky Stretches valuable, or is it do 1 damage and land with Dahan? Because those are the options I'm looking at.
Or if you play both, I could Favors Call do into a land that
I
then has
cannot play-
Dawn, and you can do 1 damage.
I can play both if I get.
Yeah,
I can if I get Gift of Flowing Power. I can play both,
Yeah.
which would also give me the top Massive Flooding.
I mean, if I did do Inflame in B6 instead, I could just gather and explore out, and then that Ravage is dealt with. It would be less fear.
Comparing to the fear of Massive Flooding top.
I mean, your
level.
your top tier Nate, yeah, is really good. So, yeah, if you, what would the where would 1 damage even matter?
Oh, for elusive ambushes,
Yeah.
it would stop the build in A5. Well, it wouldn't stop the build. It would reduce them slightly in A5, I guess. Wouldn't stop it. Or in B3 if I could reach it, which I can't.
I do have a floating Call of Dahan Ways too, which
Yeah. Also, with Sky Stretches, your Inflame the Fires will have +3 for coastal lands. So you can see A2.
right. I mean, that was not the point. It was that it's basically the same as Tsunami in there anyway.
Right. Yeah, so we're done playing cards, and I guess we're deciding where the Flowing Power is going then.
Yeah. I do think your top tier Nate is better.
All right, it's flowing power to me then.
Okay.
I guess actually, I don't have to spend the energy if it's doing almost nothing. I
You
just
could
want
just gain the water.
Yeah, I just want the water.
Aha.
I will send you sky stretches, and I played this for the plant. How about 5 energy? Is that a good consolation prize?
Sitting here at +1 energy per turn, I appreciate it. I was trying to figure out what my energy situation for next turn is going to be.
There are cards that say Invader's Ravage, right? So I'm going to put this into D4 just in case.
I know there's an event card that I think on the Blighted part
Yeah.
says Invader's Ravage on a land type that is not on an invader space.
Oh,
But
well, I could pick something else then. Jungle, I guess it would be. I guess the only place where that might matter is one of these. So like this, which is a Cascade. I'm not as familiar with the Blighted things because honestly they don't come up nearly as much. So
I think it also says we can block it by destroying presence per land.
right.
Or per board.
But I mean, if you
So-
don't have to block it, then
Right. Okay. So then Might and Flame is going here. And then I will Darkness Swallows to gather something out of there.
and now you have 2 lands on your board that look exactly the same except slightly different numbers of Dahan. With like disease, strafe down, blight.
Right. Probably better to put this on the city even though it's not doing anything.
Like the mountain city there.
Because the lands I can see, like obviously I can reach.
Oh right, you
I
can
do have
reach.
the energy for it, I guess, but again, that's not doing anything. So it's just wetlands or sands. Can't hit that. That's dealt with. No wetlands. That
Yeah,
doesn't do
I think
much.
coastal cities could come up reasonably soon, right? So
Yeah.
oh no. Let's destroy presence here.
Destroy my presence in A1.
An event.
Destroy 3 presents.
Independently
Jesus.
choose.
Why is it that when the island blights, every event card turns into a blighted island card?
Because they're bad and they don't like us. Cool. That's fun. I would love to forget some powers, but I need them this turn.
I need to go with Forget a Blight.
Remove Blight from card.
Yeah.
Dolphin. I mean, we could all choose that if we want. I am putting a Blight back on the card in the slow phase.
Yeah, I don't think I can destroy presence. Especially because I'm reclaiming next turn, so I'm not adding presence. And I'm fairly sure I somehow played every single one of my cards except for my innate cards. Or no, sorry, Lure's not my innate card. Favors Called is my innate, okay. but like those are all really good. Is the thing?
You wish lure was your innate card.
Yes, it's basically my innate. All right, I feel dirty doing this.
Me too.
3/3.
Add disease to the sands or mountains with the most buildings. This is a tie. No, this is just here. This one, this is the one building in a sand mountain after all that. And this is, yeah.
Stops the city.
Stops that build. That seems good. And it's not the event that says, and then Dahan's gave energy, I think.
Next turn is missionaries.
Remove a piece from a land with presence, you say. So we could stop that build. We could stop that build. Is that really... There's really not a lot of choices. There's 2 lands. 2 lands.
Wow.
That's it. So I think it's...
Oh, we
well,
don't have a lot of presence on the island.
If we do allow the build, then Seamus destroys it.
So I think it's this one, and we let them build.
Yep.
Yeah. If that works. That's hilarious. They just aren't where we are at all. I guess there's reasons for that, but
We've also been destroying a lot of our presence.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And getting blighted and stuff. It's been an interesting Prussia game. Mountains returns. Mountains wetlands. The jungles have never come up. That's hilarious. And there's no coastal. Like there was no coastal, was there?
Nope.
Well, this is actually pretty okay. All right. So I can... Is anyone pushing anything besides Dahan? I guess not.
There is a gift of power if we want to do that first.
Sure.
And also unrelenting growth also adds information.
Oh, because gains a power card. Right. Right. I guess you could save some Dahan from here because Tsunami's going to murder a whole bunch if that was important. You might have other plans for Favors Called Due, though.
Well, for me to save them, I would need to move them to a land with Dahan because I don't have range.
Well, you could save one of these guys, I guess, if you went here, but then you don't get to fear, so it's not great. Or I could give you presents again.
Yeah. I don't want to be selfish this time, though. I have a gift of power. How close is Seamus to max? Actually, if he gets unrelenting growth.
Yeah, Seamus can move into the big tracks.
Some parts.
Yeah, I don't mind giving this over to Seamus, especially if there's a place that you would want to go to Aegis from next turn. That would make the most sense for sands /
Sands and wetlands.
Most of them are taken care of, but why don't we just like sort out the board first, even though we can't undo, right? Like, I feel like. So unless you're gonna save someone from, save the Dahan, we could use Tsunami. I guess you could call the Dahan Waste somewhere, potentially.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing it in D5 because of the Ravage into build. I mean, actually, the build wouldn't happen because they would all die, but there's still Blight there. Like I was thinking, I guess I could just do my innate there though, but or would my innate be better, assuming that I get to my top tier?
So will I put Serpent Mazunanga into A5?
Yeah, I think that's the only place that really goes, so that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, there's not even that much of a big ravage next turn, anyways, right? Like most of it is just explorers, or like I was thinking of using my massive flooding there, and
Right now, I'm probably looking at going into D7 so I can protect D D1 and
D1's
A5.
like
Oh, it's just the solo guy.
one
Okay.
explorer, so yeah.
Okay.
This is the only blight next turn. Well, these two are the only blight next turn.
Grand, I
Well,
can hop into
A5 is
D6.
or A5 is prevented with Dahan ways.
Oh, you're doing Dahanways there?
Oh, potentially.
Right.
It's either A5 or D6 or B6. I don't remember what my land is.
Well, if you can convert a town somewhere, that might be nice. I don't know that there's...
I mean, I can convert A6, and that's diseased already. So
That's true. Yeah, actually, I think that's better. It costs you energy,
Mhm.
but
I have 7.
yeah. So I guess if you're planning to Aegis, you don't have to play Aegis, but you're gonna have potentially 4 card plays, so maybe you will, right?
I am very likely to Aegis next turn just because it's cheap and it does something.
Yeah. So maybe we don't get to remove a blight though if we go into that D6.
Okay.
So there's less value there maybe. Maybe B7?
Yeah.
B7, then you don't need to do anything here, Dolphin, because it's Aegis.
Okay.
I think that probably works.
So then I could use my innate in the A5 area.
Oh, is this at range 1 from them or range 1 from me?
Range
that's
one
not
from you.
that's not range 1 from me, is it? We can't pick that land. I'm not
You
close.
can see.
Well, I guess we're picking that. I think it's range 1. Yeah, it's range 1 from you. Right?
Ooh,
You add presence at range 1. So pick where you
Yeah.
like, and keep in mind it removes blight. So yeah, you're pretty limited because you only have one land. Well, they're not going there ever. And you gain a power card.
Blood rack plague.
Disease
Plague stack.
plague tower.
um. I think I'm probably better off going with cleansing floods though.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to afford it, and it's got blight removal, which we kind of might want. You do, yeah, and you have presence in a
Which we'll
wetland.
want
So
next then. Have I absorbed essence? I will miss you. And then finally, tsunami.
Feels weird not destroying the city.
what if you favors call due into there first, and that leaves 2 Dahan alive there?
Okay.
What do you? I mean, that's Dolphin's choice, but
I mean, it's no fear.
there's no fear, but it does get the city killed.
Right.
Unless
I
we have
agree.
another way to move the Dahan. I was just thinking that might be a good idea. I don't know if it is, but
I mean, it kills less Dahan overall, right? Because it's 2
yeah,
Dahan.
it would save a Dahan from A3 overall.
Okay.
I think our fear game
And
is
that also
probably
prevents
okay.
the build.
Yeah, it stops them building in the
I can't see.
a fear
Yay.
card. All right, and I've got massive flooding.
Or I stole the mouse.
It's all right. We don't know what that fear card is, but it's a card. I do have drift down for D4 if needed. So I could use massive flooding somewhere that's quote unquote more productive. The mountains all have cities in them, which is annoying. Not all of them. I guess there's this, which I can't reach. The jungle has a lot in it, but also I don't care. We're not playing England. I think it's D4, and then we don't worry about D4. Unless, Seamus, you were planning... You can't even get presents. I guess you could place presents here if you wanted to do your Aegis. Are you still thinking about that? Or are you thinking about something else?
Well, no, I'm going to just cover sands and wetlands. I can go into B8, and that will get D3, D4, and B6.
E6 is not a problem. But I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it means you can use your stuff somewhere else, right? So.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, fair.
And then we just have to kill one explorer here, which I can use elusive ambushes, which I will play for the elements anyways. So that could either
Or
be
I use my innate there instead.
yeah,
I
or
don't know.
whatever. So we have
There's
ways.
options.
So I'll use this
Yeah.
on one of these mountains to just like reduce one of them. I think probably this one. That's more inland.
Yeah.
All right.
Oops. My mouse is not where I expected it to be because I was looking at where John had it. That's not where my mouse was.
My mouse.
All right, so gift. John has been so nice to me, giving me double presents.
I would take it to not have to reclaim. That would be nice.
That's good enough reason for me. Almost Seamus, you have a strong counter argument?
No.
Okay.
Wow, let's look at all that sun and water and mountain.
There is a water at least.
There is. There's a burning forest that could do things. No steam vents, though. The win isn't guaranteed until steam vents appears. Oh, maybe someone skipped it. Let's not name names.
Yeah, you never know what someone else has drawn.
We could call to trade. That's not bad. Is there a land with Dahan where I would use that? I mean, that's basically wash away for me, right? With the, in terms of the elements, so it's actually handy.
Mm-hmm.
A mountain wetland with Dahan. Right now, they're already sort of dying. That's the trick about this one. I guess there's, yeah, they're all dying already. So I'll take it for the elements and fine. Maybe not use it.
Hey.
All right. I'm going to click this one, I think, so I can get 5 card plays.
And I will be getting Outblaze as well. Sorry, I will be getting. But I will be gaining a power card this turn as well.
Okay. Reaching Grasp seems good. It's free with the right elements. Could lock the game up with Lands of Haunts and Embers. And I can, yeah, if I reclaim a free card, then I can play 5. So I can put this presence almost anywhere and then destroy it. I'll probably forget a card, actually, instead.
Best part is that your current 4 cards already give you your top tier innate,
Yeah.
which is pretty funny.
Is there a place? I guess I want it somewhere for like a mountain or something, probably. For Dahan, for River's Bounty, which I'll probably play. But I can also have Reaching Grasp, but I guess I don't know if that's going on me or if it's going on someone else. Probably better on someone else. Let's just put this in here. And click, 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 click. Okay. Seamus?
Yes, because Growth through Sacrifice really would be a sensible card for me to play at the moment.
You've got 4 presents on the board. That's lots.
So, do you guys want either Gift of Throwing Power or Gift of Primordial Deep?
I'm out of
I
cards.
don't really know yet. Actually, I don't really want to play another card from hand.
Yeah.
At the very least. But...
So probably it'd be the Perennial Deeps either way.
Cleansing Floods doesn't need to be played this turn. The most it can destroy is 1 town, so it's...
Well, I can give you +2 range. Keep that in mind.
Ooh. Ooh,
that seems pretty good.
Yes, because that'll let me clear out one of those mountains. Cleansing Floods needs nothing. Renewing Rain needs 3 plant. I'm not going to have that.
If you play Emerald Boon, you can have a plant and place bonus presence.
Woohoo! Okay, that's me sorted.
And so can every spirit that had 2 of their presences absorbed, which includes... Huh. So... it's kind of awkward, because I have energy, but half my cards cost 1 energy and I'm playing 5 cards. Plus, sometimes I want to target lands that aren't in range. So I'm still taking a minor, even though I have 6 energy.
You have 3 zeros.
Not with that attitude. I would take a major and forget a 0 just to spite you. You're not my dad.
You can't be sure about that.
So, what was the plan for B6?
It's being ageist.
Oh, ageist there. All right. I thought there was supposed to be a presence in B7. But
He'll have
no,
aegis at
right.
range 2, actually, so you can put it wherever you like.
That's defended. That's defended. That's defended. Sands are defended / blighted.
Ageism is okay now, but only if you are a world-devouring serpent.
Like, these aren't the best. I guess Dark and Tangled Woods might have utility next turn.
Portents is a free 3 fear.
Do we really need to improve our fear game right now? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not, but you said none of these are good. That seems
the
okay.
Other thing
To be fair, we do have a timer here.
The other thing to remember is it should be missionaries this turn,
Yes.
so the extra sum might be useful.
True.
I'm
it still
paying my
has
own way
moon.
with Sun.
Yeah, sure. We're getting 6 fear if we do the... Actually, that's a fair point. We are getting cities dealing extra damage. Does that change any math anywhere? No, right?
They're strifed, I think,
The
any
only
cities.
city is
Yeah.
there. Well, I will throw in a sun. And then you have it. I gotta play 3 moon cards, so I gotta be careful in my selections here. I have to play 2 moon cards, and that is actually a bit careful.
I will be throwing Elemental Boon your way, even
Right.
though I'm getting things, because I will be taking a moon anyway.
Okay, so I don't have to play 3 moons then. That's very helpful.
And actually, Seamus, you probably want fire too, I imagine. Fire, moon, plant.
If you give me a fire, then I can just play my 3 animals and get my Inflame with Threshold. And if you give me the fire, then I still have top tier Nate, which I'm still not sure, 100% sure where that's going, but maybe I do it here, because then I just wipe out everything except the city. City's strifed and the thing's diseased, so that mountain next turn is a non-issue.
Sounds good. Are we good to go?
Yes.
All right, so I have things to do. I will give Reaching Grasp to Serpent and just thinking about stuff and things. Yeah, I guess we know the event, right? We know it's missionaries. So I don't want to use Call to Trade anywhere. I don't think there's anywhere that it's good. Because we know that these are Death by Dahan, right? Because we know the event. So
what's the event? It's 2 fear per player. Its cities deal +3 damage. And is there a third part?
well, I can go to the website.
I can also open up Spirit Island Mobile.
Missionaries arrive.
Disease
2 fear,
to a
we
land
get
with
more
city.
fear and add disease. So yeah. And also Beast Destroy Explorers.
Oh, the beast will destroy the explorer in A5.
Oh yeah. So we don't even need to do anything there. I was gonna use elusive ambushes there. So I'm gonna use flash floods here to hit this city so that massive flooding kills it. And I guess elusive ambushes don't matter.
Put it into A6. Oh wait, no, that's already built. That build has already stopped.
Yeah. I mean, it saves the disease, so
Yeah.
may as well.
Better than nothing. I was gonna say you could still defend pending the event, but we know the event. This is such a weird turn.
If there was a city that I could ping, I would, or a town I could ping even, but there aren't because the Han aren't in those places. So yeah, it's just I think preserving the disease there is as good a thing as any, even though they're never going back there because there's no buildings nearby. Cool. Seamus.
I will Aegis. And then I will pay Elemental Boon on Logic.
Hey, you said my name right for the first time.
And
That's
that's
good.
going to be Moon and Fire and Plant. And then I'm going to add a plant for myself.
You should have told me you're giving me plant. I would have played Jungle Hungers.
You would have first gained and then played Jungle Hunkers.
I would have chosen a major power ages ago and was going to be Jungle Hungers. No.
Okay. Or use
You've
Logic.
got enough of your own moon and plant.
Okay, and then a fire in the sky.
We're gonna be at 11 fear, but we're gonna get a bunch from the event. So
Yeah.
guess there's that jungle town. I don't know. There's nothing that's. I guess that
The
one.
mountains is
Yeah,
building here,
the mountain town.
so I'll just make it a little easier to manage.
4, 7. So we'll need 5 energy for the event.
The blighted island fades. Oh no, I must forget a power. I don't have to forget a power, but I'm definitely forgetting a power I don't want. I need Call of Trade this turn, so it's going to be drift down into slumber. Goodbye.
Oh, right. This is not the event. I was like,
Yeah, this
why
is
are
the
you
blight
deciding
card.
you're forgetting a power for energy payment?
Seamus?
That's the one place to click. I want to keep those, so I'm going to destroy a presence. I will destroy that presence.
All living things sometimes act in anticipated ways. Highly anticipated, hotly anticipated missionaries.
Maybe that text should be updated when you know, quote unquote, what it is.
Curse the tongues. I mean, it does let you undo past it because the game does know that you know a little, like to some
Oh.
extent. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
It that also works for the flipped over fear cards in the same way.
What about the France event?
I think so. All right, who's paying what?
I'll put in 3.
All right, I'll click on you.
If I forget portents, I don't actually need it for elements.
That's true. Did you end up using it somewhere?
Yeah, I used it in D2 before
Right.
I killed stuff.
Yeah.
B2.
You could forget it, and then Seamus doesn't need to spend as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, I do need it for elements. Oh, I already used the innate. Never mind.
Yeah,
We're
none of
past the
these
innate part.
none of these care about it, right? So, I guess it saves 1 energy because you only got 3. Yeah, because it was a sun
Yeah.
on it already. So
Yeah, but it's still
that's an energy.
saves 1 energy.
Add disease to a land with city. So I'm clicking
Each
this
board
one.
or each player? I get, yeah, it's each
It's-
player.
Each spirit,
Each spirit.
not each player.
I guess that's fair because
And you
it
can-
could be one player playing 3 spirits.
D5 is getting destroyed, so don't worry about that. Take your pick, Seamus.
A2.
And Dolphin.
Sure.
And we
Disease
get
on coast always
8,
seems good.
6 fear. Oh, look, remove more things from beasts. Beasts have not entered in this game very much, but oh, there's beasts in here. To remove these towns. They're not really doing anything now. There's nothing that we need to do now, right? It's a null. I guess there's still... Oh, my mouse is moving while I'm clicking on things.
Good job,
Not
Seamus.
me for a change.
I'm not doing anything. I was gonna
Hey,
say,
you
look at my
literally
camera,
not
except
touching
you
the
can't see me.
mouse.
I'm not touching the mouse. I'm scratching my
All
back.
right.
You can't see it because I don't have my camera on.
Most of these are dead, right? So I guess it's... Are you killing all of this? You're not killing all of this, but it's just an explorer there. I don't know. I guess it's mostly just killing explorers or these towns. May as well kill these towns.
Yeah, I'm going to say go for the towns for me.
All right. It's up to Dolphin for the third choice.
Oh, all this pressure.
An explorer, it has to be from somewhere.
Joe was not invited to the party. He needs to be sent out.
Add strife.
-1 health per strife. Interesting.
Yeah. Does anyone have any other?
And with beast, disease, or the heart.
Yeah. I mean, strafing this seems fine for me. Seamus? Feel
I'm
free.
going to strike that one as well.
Okay. Dolphin.
Mountains, wetlands. Wetlands are all dealt with, so the mountains, that's dealt with. It's the only problem one that we can't do anything about. So I'm just gonna strife Atlanta. You can say it, John.
Say what?
You know.
I said it like an hour ago, so
Oh, you did?
not in so many words. I said something
I
like...
didn't have that level of confidence, but okay.
I said something like things are looking okay now, but I didn't say the thing that you don't like me saying. I believe that was when they pulled when the skipped ravage happened, or the skipped build happened.
Sure.
That was the point.
That was a valid turn.
That was the point when it's like, we're gonna win now for sure. It's just sort of going
It
through the
definitely
motions.
felt like with the double, like it just felt like we didn't have enough defense, and having Blight into a cascade the next turn didn't seem too good. But yeah, now we're fine. In my opinion.
Now we're fine. Sure. Hey, we just gotta kill cities now. And River's Bounty, am I anywhere? That, I mean, sure. I'm also... They're still just continuing to blow up the wetlands. Sure. All right, Seamus.
Okay, so 3 away from that wetland. I'm going to blow up that. That seems like excessive. That's stuff for. Ooh, 1 second. I can do
You also have that at range 2.
Range 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can kill 2 cities.
There is no land with 2 cities.
And lands. Oh no! I can kill 2 cities on the board. They don't necessarily have to be the same lands.
I see.
Hunting floods can actually get that.
Yeah, that could wipe that out. They still have not pulled jungles, by the way.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it seems a bit much to.
We do have to kill the city, so.
Not with that attitude.
I guess we don't. We could just generate more fear. It's true.
I really want to murder everything in there.
That's valid.
I mean, now there's 2 cities left, so. And we can probably, oh yeah, Dolphin can organize some Dahan to go in there. And even Strife more. Or wherever. I think we're doing all right.
Yep, it's valid.
Ooh.
You got all of that.
Okay,
I didn't notice.
Let's see what we're up to.
That was from Elemental Boon. I never really noticed that fully went off. And also you can get an any, which you don't need. There's Indomitable Claim. That would have been helpful early in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to win in the fast phase or Ravage, right? So I don't think it matters too much.
Thank you.
Guess we don't have to, but it seems pretty likely. Who are you turning into a Dahan?
I'm just gonna turn that. I'm slightly fearful they're gonna convert it because it's a neighboring city.
Oh, with the event.
Yeah.
I suppose I should reclaim my cards. Wow, such cards. Let's find fast city destruction. Well, there's one in the place they're already dying. Range 2. Don't have a lot of energy, though. I have enough energy. That's enough. Forget something else. Play these and a bunch of free cards, I guess. Why not?
So John has it handled.
I have this city destroyed. I don't have the other one. I assume that's on you. Or the Ravage.
It's pending the event, yeah.
You could also just get your Super Innate and kill it. So.
Yeah.
which is weird to be saying. Yeah, Shadows, just get your super innate. Whatever. It's easy. It's easy. You definitely got the right power cards to do that.
Yeah.
Plus 12 energy per turn. Seems good.
Wait, am I up to the...
You're one plant away just from your card plays to the top of your left-hand one.
Well then.
That's pretty good. Just play all your cards. Yeah, you're not getting that one. You don't. That one requires more moony, earthy, fiery choices.
Sweet plant. Not getting the...
We're not going to the slow phase, so it doesn't really matter to worry about that. All right.
And now it's just a game of who's going to win first.
Whose win is it anyway? Have more energy. You need more.
Hey, victory!
Before you click, I just want to see how many fear we were off. Okay.
A little ways.
Sorry. Just wanted to see how close we were to just victory
Yeah.
terror.
We were 2.5, basically. Which we probably could have gotten to in the slow phase. With all the stuff we're doing. Actually, maybe not, because they didn't have much to destroy left, did they? Tough to get fear when they're all dead. We win!
Yay!
Oh, we got one. Didn't get. We should have added more Dahan. Actually, if we added one more Dahan, we'd have 54 points.
Versus
Almost a perfect game.
26 Dahan, but it's normally 18.
Yeah.
We added 8.
I was adding a Dahan almost every turn, and then you started adding a Dahan every other turn. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of Dahan. And a lot of Blight, but we started coming back on the Blight number towards the end. Once we got past the Cascadarama. That was the warm-up. Peasant wants us to go into second wave now.
We're not multiplayer, so we can. But
That's true. I
do
think
have to get going.
yeah, that's been 3 hours, and that seems good to me. So, but maybe another time. That has been Spirit Island Saturday. Multiplayer demo with a bug edition, which is still the case a little bit, but it's getting better. We will be continuing to work on multiplayer and getting it into more beta testing as we go. Thanks for watching Peasant SI and King Banhammer and Colonel Grimm and all the others. Always fun to play some Spirit Island for you. Tiziel2 as well. I have been John, aka Migrant P. You can find me by that under many different places. Also with me is Logic Dolphin, who you can find by Migrant P in many places, or Logic Dolphin. And Seamus the Hug Monster, who is known by that name or Face on Toast. Did I get all that right? I think so.
Yep. You can also catch Logic Dolphin and his show on Thursdays at 7 Eastern. John on his show, Handelabra Live, on Tuesdays at 7 Eastern, and me on my show, Lucky the Shamus, Mondays at 5 Eastern. Yes? No?
I believe so.
Yay! Plugs!
Yeah. And I don't know if Zach is streaming tomorrow, but that would be at 6 Eastern if he is. So check our Twitter for that, or just watch for Twitch notification if you want to tune into that. That's going to
get Zach in here someday.
Yeah, we should. I don't know if he's really played Spirit Island that much. We'll need to initiate him if not. And yeah, hopefully, I know you've been under the weather recently, Seamus, but there's been a lot of new Steam Workshop stuff happening. So
I know, I'm hugely looking forward to trying it all out.
So yeah, hopefully you can get back into that. There's definitely some cool new stuff, and yeah, that's gonna do it for another edition. We'll see you all next time. Have a good evening.
Good night, or good evening, or good afternoon.
Good morning, afternoon, and good night. Oh no, function keys are doing wrong. Come on.